5 friends come on the scene as the film starts. They are going somewhere to attend a concert. The main character Aaron with the other friends is there. Suddenly a girl appears before them as they are driving through the way, taxes. They think that girl is in distress, so they stop their vehicle. They ask her, "What happened? Are you all right?" That girl continues to walk without giving any response. Afterwards, Aaron goes to that girl after getting off the vehicle. That girl is uttering, "He is a bad guy." They think of her disturbed and give her lift. When they cross the slaughterhouse, then that girl tells them, "You are going on the wrong route." Then she forcefully tries to stop the vehicle, and their friend driver brakes the vehicle. That girl is continuously crying and says, "He is a bad guy. He ended everyone." She also says to them, "You are also nearly to be ended." Saying it, she keeps a gun into her mouth and shoots herself. Witnessing it, all are afraid and upset. Immediately, they come out of the vehicle. They are unable to think what should be done with dead body. Should we inform police or not? After a deliberation, they favor visiting police. But how could they know that they are going to bark up the wrong tree? They observe a gas station and they go there. And they reveal everything to the owner of the gas station. And that lady contacts police. She says to them, "You will have to go to a mill. There you can meet that police officer." Hearing it, they feel uncomfortable. But they had no other option. They move to that mill but do not meet that police officer. The most shocking thing is this mill was completely abandoned. And they wait for police officer there. Suddenly, they glimpse something there. While checking, they encounter a little boy. That kid tells them, that police officer will not come here because he is at his house. Erin and her friend leave to police officer's house, asking for the address from that kid. They search the house but they encounter an old man there. That old man tells them, "This is not that police officer's house. But I can contact that police officer, helping you. But only girl can enter inside." And Erin's friend waits outside. That old man contacts the police officer. And Erin reveals everything to him. Police officer says, "I will be there within half an hour." Erin begins to leave after contacting. That old man asks help from Erin. And Erin helps that old man. It was a time ago that Erin visited inside. Being worried, her friend also moves inside. Erin's friend starts searching for her. Then movie's antagonist named Leatherface attacks him with hammer, coming from backside. And he drags him into a room. Coming outside, Erin notices that there is not her friend. It means that he has returned back to mill. And she also moves to the mill. Coming inside, Erin sees that her friend is also not here. She gets worried. They start to search for their friend. But they don't find him. They get family photos in the car. There was also the photo of that girl who was hitchhiker. They don't find their friend even after the search. Erin and her friend again visit old man's house in search of their lost friend. Erin observes that old man is sitting outside the house. She confuses old man while conversing and Erin's friend goes inside during this time. In search of his friend, that boy goes in such a room, where the human skins were hanged everywhere. All of a sudden, he notices a box there. Hearing a sound, Erin also comes there. That old man witnesses them. He loses his temper, catching the sight of Erin's friend. He says, "Come on boy. Bring it." Meanwhile, Leatherface appears there catching a chainsaw as he receives this message. They begin to run, seeing him. Erin successfully escapes, but Leatherface dismembers her friend's foot. Taking him into the basement, Leatherface hangs up him on a meat hook. He sprinkles salt on his dismembered foot to pain him after hanging. Then he wraps that foot with a paper. Here it is shown that Leatherface had peeled the face's skin of Erin's missing friend. And he is making a mask of that face's skin. Here the real face of Leatherface is exposed as he removes his mask. It was looking heinous. Erin sits in her vehicle and starts coming into the mill. But it was not starting. Meantime, police officer also approaches there. Looking at him, Erin is eased. That police officer finds the drugs in their vehicle. He gets aggressive due to this. Getting off from the vehicle, he lays 3 of them down as their punishment. Afterwards, he takes Erin's friend named Morgan in vehicle. He asks Morgan, act out as that girl had committed suicide. And he forces him to put the gun into his mouth. Giving the gun to Morgan, he compels him to put the gun into the mouth. He not only does it but also asks him to pull the trigger of gun. Morgan is upset, and he points his gun on police officer, getting a chance. He begins to fire his gun on police officer, but the gun's magazine was empty. Police officer leaves while taking Morgan and the key of the vehicle. And that police officer brings Morgan at the house Leatherface. Erin tries to start the vehicle. She starts that vehicle but its tires are got removed while driving. Both female friends are still thinking, what is happening this? Leatherface reaches there with his chainsaw. Being afraid of him, Erin's friend runs outside the vehicle. And Leatherface chases her. Erin's friend tries hard to escape. But Leatherface dismembers her with a chainsaw. Erin was watching everything in front of her eyes. Erin observes that Leatherface has masked with her friend face who was missing for a time ago. She is left astonished and worried, seeing him. Now Leatherface was advancing towards her. She escapes quickly, coming out from the vehicle. But Leatherface does not stop following her. While running, Erin reaches a campervan. There were 2 females in the campervan including mother and daughter. Erin reveals about Leatherface to them. A young lady says, Leatherface is good guy. His problem is skin disease. Due to this, his skin seems heinous. Otherwise, he does not harm anyone. That lady offers Erin a cup of tea. Erin asks about the phone from them. They reply, we have no phone. Erin glimpses that girl's family photos. Erin is pondering, where has she entrapped? At the same time, their phone starts ringing. Erin observes, that lady is conversing with someone through call. And she has a baby daughter in her lap. Erin starts leaving, but she is fallen down, losing her consciousness. Because they had adulterated something in the tea. Here it is revealed that both females have the companionship with Leatherface. And they kill that girl's family after trapping them. And they took the charge of this little girl, but that girl escaped in some way. Having no option, that poor girl committed suicide. Restoring her senses, Erin sees that she is still in that house. And she is surrounded by that family. The secret is revealed here that they are Leatherface's flesh and blood. Leatherface's mother explains that he suffered from a skin disease, which had disfigured his face. People used to tease him for this problem. Those people used to live here alone, disliking everyone. Leatherface bounds Erin in the basement after capturing. And basement was full of the horrific things. Erin confronts her friend who was still alive. Erin tries to unhook her. He is not released but his pain was increasing. Erin's friend begs her for his death. Erin was not willing to act as such. But she comforts him, while stabbing with a knife from his painful life. Going ahead, she also discovers Morgan in the bathtub. There was a hole in Morgan's back which indicates that he had been hooked. It was the bolt from the blue to Morgan. Erin brings him out from the bathtub. And that kid comes there whom they had found. That kid was not threat to them but he wanted to help them. Both begin to leave but Leatherface catches their sight. He also arrives there, taking chainsaw. That kid was assisting them to come outside while Leatherface was behind them. Morgan successfully escapes but Leatherface catches the foot of Erin. That kid helps her and somehow Erin also runs outside. Morgan and Erin reach an older cabin. But Leatherface had not stopped chasing them. While pursuing them, he also approaches there. Erin hides Morgan somewhere and also hides herself. Coming there, Leatherface begins to search for them. Many wraiths start coming on her where Erin had hidden herself. Erin was quiet but rats were making a noise. Then Leatherface leaves from there. Erin thinks that they perhaps have survived. But they were at fault. Leatherface catches her, coming from the backside. He is about to cut her with the chainsaw. Morgan rescues her, coming there. Leatherface again hooks Morgan there. And Erin escapes in fear. And Leatherface begins to pursue her. While running, they reach a fence. Erin succeeds to cross it but Leatherface's foot is caught there. That chainsaw turns on his foot, leaving him injured. Erin arrives on the road and asks lift from a car driver. But that car drives away without helping her. And Erin begins to run ahead. While running, she comes before that slaughterhouse. And she goes inside. But Leatherface had also approached there. Saving from Leatherface, Erin hides into a big piece of beef but of no avail. Because Leatherface cuts that piece of meat with chainsaw, Erin hides in a cabinet, picking a cleaver. As Leatherface comes before her, she dismembers his hand, attacking with the cleaver many times. Being wounded, Leatherface has fallen down there. Coming outside from there, Erin stops a truck as she goes on the road. Truck driver gets her in the truck, seeing her in trouble. Erin knows that he is moving towards the gas station. Erin says to him, "You are choosing wrong way." But he does not stop. Erin was facing same as that girl faced at the start of the movie. But Erin courageously struggles to stop him. But it was too late because he had reached the gas station. Then Erin also gets off the truck along with him. Peeping through window, she also sees that baby girl. And all move there, leaving the baby. Lady does not find baby as she returns back. Because Erin had escaped, taking that baby. Trucker checks his truck going there but he does not find her there. Because she was seated in the car. And she strikes Trucker with that car. And she reverses the car instead if driving away. And she crushes the trucker into death. Erin had rescued that baby girl and she was also with her. Erin was leaving excitedly but Leatherface attacks them with chainsaw, coming there. Saving her. She escapes from there. Leatherface was looking at her departure. He was in rage. Erin fortunately rescues the life of that baby girl along with her. The movie completes here with the survival of both.